Welcome to Four Corners News. That's right, where the truth speaks. I am Captain Zakar to my left.
Officer Azanai.
And to my right.
Officer Daniel.
And to his right.
Officer Pagiel.
And we make up
Four Corners News.
Send up prayers. Cap Severus, he's out there on his way to Tijuana, Mexico.
That's right.
To raise up Issachar. Send up prayers for Cap Severus, man. Where everybody else is, hell if I know. They got their money. you don't know where they are after they get some money, man. Shout out to Officer Judah, all right? Hey, turn me up, man. I turn my mic up. I need to film myself. Hey, so welcome to Four Corners News, man, where we bring you all the latest news pertaining to our people.
Right.
Bringing it out of the Bible. Okay, there we go. Relating it to the scriptures and letting you know that the Bible is a true book.
That's
right. So let's go ahead, man, and bring up the news that we got. The things have not changed since the 1970s, and people want to know why they so angry at the Israelites because we call people out. Well, statistics are still showing that the deadliest place for a baby is in the womb of a black woman. Damn, it's not in the rod or the sack of a man. The most dangerous place for him is when it's in a woman. That's the most dangerous place for a black baby.
So the men have always been protecting their children.
Always. It's been the woman that you gotta watch out for, man.
Damn.
Some of them ain't right.
They either take you out before you get here, or when you get here, turn you into a monster.
Damn.
Take it easy.
Yep. Hey, pull up the article about Planned Parenthood. Let's pull it up. Read that. Let's see. Read that for a soldier.
Abortion is the #1 killer of African Americans.
This is 2022, y'all. This ain't like this is 1970. This ain't 1945. This ain't 1968. This ain't 1999. This is 2022. The stats still show the #1 killer of black folk ain't the white man in the police uniform. Right. It's the black woman. Damn! Read that up underneath it.
The black feminist who was...
Turn him up, man. We can't feel him.
The black feminist who was too woke for the women's rights movement.
There you go. You out here doing damn Black Lives Matter. No, they don't. Black lives don't matter to you when you're killing your kids. Let's go ahead and read some of that article. We can zoom out now. Let's read some of that article.
Wicked ass.
That's right.
Recently, attorneys filed an appeal in the ongoing case of...
Go full screen, man. Come on. Stay with me, man. Go ahead.
Of the D.C. government's viewpoint discrimination against black pro-life activists from the Frederick Douglass Foundation and allies from Students for Life of America. D.C. police arrested pro-life activists for chalking Black Preborn Lives Matter on a public sidewalk, while no arrests were made for those on the other ideological aisle who permanently painted Black Lives Matter on the street leading to the White House.
They don't want that kind of truth to come out.
Right. She's saying preborn.
Yeah.
They want to walk around talking about some Black Lives Matter, and we've been saying if Black Lives Matter, why the hell are you killing all those babies?
What's the stats on it that they've killed 19 million?
19
yeah,
million.
19 million.
Since 1973.
Wicked ass.
Yep. Wicked ass. Go back to the article. It wasn't some points in there.
Yeah, scroll down. We get to the first highlighted part.
The highlights. Go down to the highlighted part. There we go. Let's read that.
Our nation really hit bottom in 1973 when Roe decided human life in the womb didn't matter either. The case was decided with knowledge of how it could and would be used to target minority populations.
There you go. It's telling you who it was for.
Yep. Yeah, when they said when they decided that black little babies didn't matter, that was when Esau brainwashed our sisters into thinking that the fetus is not actually life.
Right. Yeah, like it's separate. But we all know that if you kill a pregnant woman, you're getting charged for a double homicide.
Right.
That's 2 murders. Because the law says it's 2 people inside of you, but once you go through abortion clinic doors,
it's no longer 2 people.
That this your body. You can make your own decisions, and you can kill without repercussions.
And you know what's crazy is that with the black woman, as long as you put it out there to where she's not held responsible, she could put it off towards emotional damage, she'll go ahead and kill more babies or more people than somebody that's locked up in a pen and still walking around free.
Some of these sisters is serial killers.
Yep.
man.
That was
Double homicide.
that
I think it
little
was a
video
video.
thing for the live TV reality show.
Yeah.
And she was all crying. Everybody was massaging her back.
Yeah.
Talk about she killed 2 babies. The sister in the back.
Damn. Double homicide. Hurt her feelings right there, man. Hurt her feelings. So even till today, 2022, the most dangerous place for a black kid is with you black women. You gotta change.
There's a second part on
Go back to it.
on the articles. Read this. Yeah, read that one.
Black Americans comprise about 13% of the population, but undergo 34% of all the nation's abortions.
Read that again.
Black Americans comprise about 13% of the population, but undergo 34% of all the nation's abortions. Many committed by the nation's leading abortion supplier, Planned Parenthood.
Which came from a white woman. What was her name? Margaret Sanger.
Yeah, Margaret Singer. And you know what's crazy about that? It's just 13% of the population, right? Meaning you're killing, our own sisters are killing their own children, their own people, more than any other race in this country.
Yeah. Right.
But one of the slick thing they try to do, go back to the article, watch this. Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood, whose death chambers are conveniently located.
Leading abortion supplier. So meaning, if Planned Parenthood is the leading one, who's the second? Who's the third? Who's the fourth?
Oh, yeah. So it's more than just Planned Parenthood that's out here
It's more
set up
companies.
to kill us.
Right, exactly.
Yep. Go back to that, though. Finish that out. Here's the rest of that. Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood, whose death chambers are conveniently located within walking distance of minority communities, nearly 9 in 10.
9 in 10 of them somewhere around the corner. Now, the thing is what happened since it's been an uproar of the Israelites that have been bashing these women that's out here killing babies and talking about Black Lives Matter and they love black men.
Right.
You a damn liar because you're killing babies. So since we done came onto the scene, you know what they did? They got smart and called them birthing clinics.
Wow.
They ain't called Planned Parenthood. No, you don't hardly see a Planned Parenthood, but you'll see an ad up says, pregnant, need help.
I remember I was driving one time. I seen a church. It was outside of a church. They always set up this little canopy, whatever, and it said the exact same thing. Had that sign up. It says if you pregnant and need help, pull right here.
Pull it in.
Yeah, that's how when Margaret Sanger, when she started the Negro Project in her book, she said she started to help the health of black women.
Yeah.
But then it's all
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
That's basically saying, translation, you got an expense that you know you ain't gonna be able to pay for.
We can help you.
We get rid
We'll
of
take that
expense.
right out.
We'll help you murder and kill your baby.
Yeah, we won't take it off your hands. We won't take it off your hands. We'll take it out your belly. That's what they say.
Damn.
Hey, Smokey Robinson out here making news. If you don't know who Smokey Robinson is, for a lot of you millennials, Smokey Robinson was a part of the old Motown back in the 70s when you had Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones was writing all these records for him, and you had the what was the women's group name they had on that? The Stingers. It was something like that. I can't think of it. It slips me now. If you want to know, go back and watch 5 Heartbeats and stuff like that. You'll see them all there. But Smokey Robinson made some news when he said a little bit of what Kendrick Lamar said about "Don't Call Me Black No More."
Yeah.
But you're gonna see how he's not there. He's not all the way there yet. He's searching. He's on the path, but he ain't found his way yet. Let's pull up the article and see what Smokey Robinson said. Let's read that.
Black is a race.
And let you know he been watching us. He done came across something that he done seen. He done heard the Israelites say black is a race. It's just a color in a crayon box. Go ahead.
Smokey Robinson draws mixed reactions after saying he resents being called African American.
Hey, we right along with him.
That's
Don't call
right.
us African American. Don't call us black no more either. But scroll down in that article. Go full screen, y'all. Let's see what it say.
Bring it out.
Smokey Robinson's poem, A Black American, sparked a widespread discussion about racial identity. following its original performance nearly 18 years ago during the season finale of Russell Simmons Presents Deaf Poetry.
Now, a lot of y'all don't even know about deaf poetry, but if you're old enough, deaf poetry used to come on HBO at night. If you're old enough to have watched it, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you're a millennial.
I couldn't afford HBO cable.
Yeah, my granny had it. We didn't have it.
Regular TV.
Hey, you grew up,
You know, with
you
the
grew
antenna?
up living good.
No, my granny
you
had
did.
it. We didn't have it.
Oh,
We didn't have that. I only got to watch movies when I was over my granny's house. That was it.
The only thing I did with HBO was previews. Just
Hey,
look
we
at
used-
the
Yeah, that's
previews.
it.
That's
we
it.
used to reprogram the TV at least 3-4 times just
Just
to get
stop
an extra
acting
time.
like y'all didn't bootleg no damn cable.
Come on, Cap. I did do that.
I know you did. You
Every
was
black
watching
person
it.
did that.
Yeah, every
Nah, but
black
that-
person ran cable from their next door neighbor's house
Yeah.
Nah.
into their house.
That was the
man.
regular cable.
Boy, ain't no
With the
way,
regular
boy.
cable, you don't get HBO. You need the box for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
get
you
the
did.
box.
The regular
for that.
cable, you just get TNT.
Yep. You right about that. Go back to that. Go back to that. Let's read that. The next paragraph, doing a virtual.
During a virtual appearance on The View last month, the legendary soul singer-songwriter opened up about the poem after it was turned into an animation by a teacher trying to educate his students about the black experience during Black History Month.
Let's go. Keep reading.
When asked about what being Black American means to you, the singer stunned viewers after admitting that he resented being labeled African American.
Go to the images that we got on that. Let's go to the image real quick. Get straight to the points of this article. Read that real quick for him.
I resent being called African American because black people have contributed so much to the development
Now, this is how you know he's still asleep, right? Keep reading.
of the United States of America, the Motown icon said. I think that when you do that, you're disclaiming all the things, the contributions that black people have made to America, he added.
Now, so he resents being called African American. Okay, we do too. That's the name of two white men. Fine. But what does he want to be called?
American.
Call me American.
Call me American.
Man, proud American.
And look what he said behind that. Go to it. Pull up the article. Let's read.
Emotional damage.
Read that.
You see, I consider myself to be a black American, and I enjoy being called black. And black has been so negativized as a color down throughout history by those who wanted to negativize it. And so it spilled over into the black community and to the black people, and even black people back in the day, calling each other black was a sign for a fight, the iconic entertainer continued.
Go to the book of Daniel, man. Let me show you something here, man.
Bring it out.
Cause he don't call him African American, but call him black. But that doesn't give you any racial identity. It doesn't
Right.
tell you where you're from. It don't tell you nothing at all. Look what Daniel said about this. Daniel chapter 9, read verse 7.
The book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse 7. O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces.
And look at this. Check this out. This is how you know the Bible is the only remedy for black folk on earth. No matter what your age is, you could be young or old. Smokey Robinson is 82 years old, and he's still trying to find out who he is.
Right.
Don't call me African American. Call me Black American. I resent that. He's lost. He don't know who he is. The only answer you got to finding out who you are is the Bible. It ain't the Quran. It ain't
Right.
no damn self-help book. For all you people that be on Clubhouse, I'm a child of God.
Ain't no way.
You don't. That's just those are labels and stuff that let us know that you are searching for who you truly are, because you don't know. You have confusion of faces. That's why you call yourself that.
Right.
Just like Smokey Robinson.
And Cap, with that, see, all praise to the Most High. That's why Esau can't do nothing against this truth.
Yeah.
All it takes is a 5 to 10 minute conversation
That's it.
with an Israelite about nationality. Then you over here questioning your whole life. Mm-hmm. Like, damn, well, they African American. That thing don't make no sense.
You're right.
And that's all it takes. Next thing you know, that we could work with that brother.
Yeah,
Get that
that's
brother
it.
a flyer.
That's it. That's the seed's been planted, and if it
Right.
be the Lord's will, it'll grow. It'll be the Lord's will.
He needs some milk.
Also here in the news, man, this is to let you know that's why God said never trust your enemies. It's 2022, right? And when was Emmett Till killed? Emmett Till was killed back in what, the 30s or 40s? Who knows? Obadiah, your old ass, you don't know? Where Jared?
Take it easy.
Jared's from the islands. He don't know. He only knows. He only knows Marcus Garvey.
1955. I looked
Jared
it up.
only knows Marcus Garvey. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
UNIA.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
What's the colors? The black, red, and green. That's all he knows. That's the only
black, red, and
colors he knows.
So 1955, right? And we still talking about Emmett Till here in 2022, right? Why are we still talking about Emmett Till if things have so-called progressed and changed here in America? Why? Because the racism and hatred that they have for you is not overt, it's covert. Here's the proof of it.
Right.
Pull up what they just did about Emmett Till. Took them however long, 70, 80 years? Read that for us, soldier.
U.S. Senate passes anti-lynching bill.
It took, hold on.
The hell is this?
It's 70-something, 72 years?
Wow.
Almost 70-something years?
The hell is this?
It took them that long to realize that lynching is a hate crime?
Look at this. Somebody
Oh,
look at this.
you white folk, you was just lynching people for the fun of it back
Somebody
in the
come
day.
and look at this.
No, we shouldn't
at
have
this.
been done doing that. That's
Yeah,
we done thought about it.
Yeah, we know y'all didn't hate nobody back in the day. You know, y'all was just doing it out of sport.
You know what? You know why it was so hard for them to pass that thing? Because some of them wanna make sure that's legal to do.
Yep.
They want to keep it open just
'Cause
in
we
case
still-
they get mad at a Negro.
We still see those things going on today. Random black people hung in random ass places, and then they be like, it's a suicide. Nigga, what?
right.
And you know,
If black people go do suicide, it ain't gonna be by a damn rope. Right. Tell you that right now. They got too much damn trauma, too much history behind it to have a rope to kill yourself. Black people use a gun
They go in the hood and start a fight.
to start a fight,
yep.
crash or something on a motorcycle.
Pull a weapon at a officer or something.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
they commit
yeah.
suicide by officer.
by
I
a
seen
cop.
that.
But they ain't gonna hang themselves. That ain't us. We ain't doing that.
Dumb as
Go back to the article.
Cap, just to think about it,
Yeah.
the reason why it took them so long to pass that bill because it's so hard for them to let go of the good old American dream or the
Yeah.
American
The good old
legacy,
days.
the good old days. So that's the reason why they still ain't let that go until 70 years down the line.
Yep. Hold up, let's read
Make
that.
America great again.
Read that.
The Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act of 2022 passed Monday night by unanimous consent, and it now heads to the president's desk.
Scroll down on it. 2022, almost 70 something years after this. Now it's a hate crime. Read that.
The United States Senate passed the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act
hell
of
is this?
2022 on Monday night by unanimous consent, and it will now head to President Joe Biden's desk for his signature. The bill, which makes lynching a federal hate crime, passed the House of Representatives last week, 422-3, with all but
422-3, if you know anything about politics. 422-3. Soldier from London. Go ahead.
with all but 3 Republican Congress members.
Let's see where they from.
Thomas Massey of Kentucky.
Kentucky. Keep telling y'all, Kentucky, the top of the South. Your ass could not stop in Kentucky. You had to make it to Ohio to be free. That's where slavery started, right there in Kentucky. It trickled his way on down to the damn tip of Florida and all the way out to damn California. It was everywhere. Hell, it was even in the north, just in a different way.
Yep.
Go back to it. So it was Kentucky,
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Chip Roy of Texas.
Texas. We all know about Texas.
Yep.
Texas
Boy, ain't no way,
boys.
boy.
Texas.
And Andrew S. Clyde of Georgia.
Of Georgia. You know they still ain't trying to let black folk free. Still ain't trying to let them free. So that was the ones that said it wasn't. But it took that long for all of them to come to an agreement to say that, man, it's a hate crime if you lynch black people. You hate them. What the hell? God been told us that. Give me that in Ezekiel chapter 35, I believe it is.
Yep.
This is why we need the Bible. Whenever it comes to us dealing or maneuvering out here in this world, the Bible opens up your eyes to the things that are going on in this world. Like that right there proves to you that this system that we are under, it still has hatred for us. Because if it was so peace and equality for all people, well, hell, why didn't they get passed back in 1965? when they gave us the voting right acts, hey, let us go ahead and sign this anti-lynching bill too, because we know they hanging y'all niggas down here too as y'all march. They catch you out here by yourself. Right. Let's go ahead and make this a hate crime too.
How long it took?
They do that.
How long it took for the Asian hate bill to pass?
Oh, it took a month.
It was a month.
It took a month for the Asian hate bill to pass after 2 or 3 of them got killed in the nail salon. It took us almost 70 years and thousands. Listen to me. Thousands of black, Hispanics, and Native Indians getting killed because that bill being passed, it ain't going to just be for black folk benefit. It's gonna benefit the Hispanics, because if you watched Wisdom Crieth Out with Bishop Nathaniel on Sundays, Bishop Kenai on Sundays, they pulled out during their Hebrew history segment of where they used to lynch Mexicans, right? Well, they used to lynch Mexicans, and they wouldn't lynch black people on the same tree because they didn't want them to ever put together that they the same people. Wow. If they were a black dude died on that, don't put him on that tree. Put him on the one right over there. Yep. That's what happened.
And going back to that Asian hate, it only took them like a couple months to get that passed, but they got funding off of that. And black people, they still waiting on reparations.
They got funded for what they called internment camps during the World War II, I believe it is, where they put him in little fences and stuff. They kept them in there for a few weeks or months, and they got out of that few weeks or months. They got money for being in a cage for a few weeks and months.
Wow.
We've been captive in this place.
Bring it out.
Since them 1600, hell, the 1400s with our Hispanic brothers. All they gave Reuben some casinos that white people run.
But Cap though,
and more jobs.
We still got our Northern Kingdom brothers trapped in cages.
Yeah, damn, you're right.
Till this day.
Yeah. Good point.
Till this day.
Good point.
Ain't no way, boy.
And look what they doing in Puerto Rico. They call it a shithole country, and they taking over the place. They running the place.
They go over there and set up their businesses for the tax breaks.
Yep.
They put their crypto over there so it don't get taxed by America.
Come on now, dog.
I'm beating Levi at the border with whips off of horses.
Read that Ezekiel 35 verse 5.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
A what?
A perpetual hatred.
That's proof right there. That's proof of a perpetual hatred right there. It took you that long to pass that thing, and the only reason they doing it now is for political gain. That's it.
Boy, no way, boy.
Sleepy Joe run against Trump in a few years again, he gonna say, y'all niggas better vote for me. I passed that anti-lynching law for Emmett Till. You don't remember all I done for black people?
Right.
I passed that. They can't hang y'all no more. Well, they can hang you, but if they do hang you, it's a hate crime.
It's a hate crime.
And if you vote for me this time, I'll get rid of the 13th Amendment.
Right. They had a perpetual hatred. Read on.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Here's more proof in the news that they have had a perpetual hatred for us. In the Florida area, what we call Northern Kingdom Hispanic man was hired by the police force. I think he was a sodomite, but that's neither here nor there for the topic we talking about. Look what happened to him once they found out what he was doing, so the perpetual hatred would not be as evident as it is in some cases. Pull up the article about that. Let's read that for him, soldier.
Florida police chief fired for exclusively hiring candidates of color.
He's a police chief. He hired people of color, black and Hispanic people on the what? Police force.
But I thought that's what they supposed to do. They supposed to be hiring. What they say, we got to hire more minorities.
Be diversified.
Diversify the
But
company.
they
I
have a
thought
limit.
he's doing his job.
No, they have a limit. He exceeded.
There you go. There you go.
How you got a limit?
He got a limit.
It said they needed 13.5.
Boy, no way, boy.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
all.
it. Once you
No
go
more-
over that tax,
no
that
more
bracket.
Negroes.
Yep.
And I guarantee you, they probably talked to him on the side. Hey, Jim, we got a couple candidates from our from the police force that looks very strong. Here you go.
He balled it up and threw it in his damn trash. Hey, go back to the article. Look what they fired him for. Pull it back. Pull it up. Read that. Score that. So you look at. You know he Northern Kingdom. He ain't got no hair on his face at all. Northern Kingdom despises hair on their face, just like them damn Spaniards. But they gonna repent. They're coming to the truth. They gonna repent from that thing right there.
That's right.
Read that.
Fort Lauderdale Police Chief Larry Scirotto has been fired for prioritizing minority candidates during the hiring process, reported CNN.
And the thing about this is how you know they got a perpetual hatred for you.
Look at this.
Don't white folk do a priority of hiring they damn people?
Right.
Why you think they had to create what's the thing called? Where they gotta hire black
Affirmative
people?
action?
Affirmative action. Why you think they had to make that? Because white folk, when they get in a position of power where they can hire people, they make it a priority to hire other white people.
Right.
Perpetual hatred right here in your face.
But
Go
once
back
they
to it.
start seeing that unity
Come on
amongst
now,
us,
dawg.
they see that mindset amongst us. They got
yeah.
ready to
Break it.
smash it.
Break
they
it
gotta
up.
break it. So that way he won't be an example to others.
Good point. Good point. Let's go back to it. Read that.
Scirotto had been accused of overlooking white candidates, but he claimed his intentions
Listen to what his intentions were for, right? Read.
were to create a department that was a reflection of the diverse community he served.
The diverse community that he served.
Damn.
He said, we got to get these white folks out of the damn black neighborhood because they shooting and killing and racially profiling and locking up, planting drugs on these blacks and Hispanics. We got to get some people in there that look like them so they can talk to them, and the neighborhood would change for the better. And ultimately, the prisons won't be filled with us. Let me hire some of our people. White folk like, you see what the hell that little brown nigga did down there, Joe?
Shut your white mouth.
You see what he did down there, Joe?
Better shut your white mouth.
Send somebody down there right now.
Hey,
He was
Cap,
saying, let's hire some people, some brothers and sisters that can understand what this community is going through,
Right.
so they can be better equipped to fix the problem.
Right.
But here's the problem, right? They don't want it to be fixed because once you start doing that and black people start to relate more to black people, and then they're starting to change, the community's starting to change.
Yeah.
Who understands the black people more than black people?
Right.
So that means it's going to
Hispanics.
stop the funding that's going into the
police force.
to the police force,
Yep.
and not only that,
Damn.
the
Good
jail
point.
system. You're trying to bring down. You're trying to bring down the whole operation that we got here.
That's what it talks about, where the scriptures say the inward thought of every one of them is deep. They couldn't let that go past because they understand it's gonna decrease the funding. It's gonna decrease the prison system. They're not gonna kill each other.
Judges ain't getting
some
paid.
people gonna be white folk gonna be out of jobs.
Right.
And some white folk ain't gonna be able to get off their bloodlust that they got and kill some niggas.
Boy, ain't no
Because
way,
in
boy.
Ezekiel 35 it says they love blood, right?
And Cap.
They love our blood. They don't love killing each other. They love killing us.
Right.
And you know one thing that they say too, whenever somebody's running for office, it goes deeper. When somebody's running for office, we have brought down the crime rates down to 12.4%. So if there's no crime, how could they, justify themselves to be mayors and to be in higher positions?
We don't need
Stuff
you.
like that.
My question is, if they fire him, what are they gonna do with the people that he hired? Are they gonna
Good
get
point.
them- are they gonna
They'll
fire
find a
them?
way to fire him.
Yeah.
They gonna find a way to find him
You-
too.
you-
But even thinking with that, like, you gotta understand, like, Esau, how did they conclude to the point that he was doing something like this, where he was hiring more of his people, or more brown colored people and not white people? Those people were connected. They were talking to one another.
Oh yeah,
They
in
know
the
the judges.
in the sink, the precinct, They was like, hey man, he hiring too many brown niggas around here. Hey, somebody gotta come down here. That's exactly what happened.
What probably happened? He probably pissed off the wrong people because they told him to hire this person. He said no.
Hire Billy Bob
'Cause he's my
a
second
part of
cousin.
our skinhead
Better shut your white mouth.
secret Facebook group. Won't you do him a favor and put him on the force, Cap? You know,
Brother, they say brother a lot.
no mullets in here, buddy. No mullets. Oh, I got something for your ass.
You gotta
then.
get him up out of there.
Hey, read Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 22. This is why they fired him for hiring people on the police force that look like us to patrol the place of where we live at.
Right. That's wisdom.
That's wisdom. Read that, Isaiah 42.
Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled, They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
They hide us in prison houses. That's why they got rid of that man. He was trying to keep us out of the prison house, but they don't want that. This is why it goes back to that perpetual hatred. The racism ain't overt where it's in your face. It's covert. That's racism right there. What's wrong with him hiring on one precinct, on one police force?
Right.
It's majority black people or Hispanic people on this one police force. What's wrong with that? It's the perpetual hatred, so they can keep filling those prison houses up with your damn body.
That's right.
Keep going. Keep reading that. Look at the bottom of that. Keep reading.
They are for a prey, and none delivereth.
Uh-huh.
For a spoil, and none saith, restore.
That's why, because they don't want the black or Hispanic and Native Indian man to be restored to his former glory.
Right.
They don't want that. They
That's
want us
right.
to stay on the bottom, because if we stay on the bottom, then that means that they stay in rulership and their kingdom lasts forever. Right. These are the things where you damn Christians, you want to argue with us that we teach about the greatness of blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians and who we are in the Bible, and
That's
that we are
right.
above all people, and you want to argue back with us. That's why we say you dumb as hell right there.
Emotional damage.
That's why we say that, because it's stuff that goes on behind the scene that wouldn't come out unless the Israelites prophesied about it and showed you. You would never see nothing like that on damn CNN. That's not on MSNBC.
Right.
You know what's on MSNBC? The Rona's gone.
Right.
The Rona's gone because we got war in Ukraine. No, hey, everybody, take off your stuff. Take it off.
Don't worry about it.
You good now. The Rona has magically disappeared since Russia invaded Ukraine. On that day, the Rona said, I'm packing up and I'm leaving America.
But who told him it was gone?
Damn.
Who told him, bro? Who told him it was gone?
Sleepy
Cap?
Joe.
Look at this.
Boy, ain't no wait, boy.
Somebody come and look at this.
At 11 a.m., people have masks on. It hit 11:01.
Took it off.
Rona's gone.
Biden said Rona gone. Biden went to Russia and Ukraine to fight the war. Y'all all right over here in America now.
At 11:02, pray for Russia, y'all.
There you go.
Pray for Russia. We gotta pray for
Ukraine.
Russia. We gotta
They're
pray for
saying
our
Ukraine.
troops to come back home in safety and health
Boy,
and
ain't no
peace.
wait, boy.
Crazy as hell, man.
By the
Boy, ain't no wait, boy.
Call a big meeting. I got a public announcement to make.
That's why God said with stuff
My
like
fellow
that,
Americans.
our people get in a position of power and they try to empower our people and they fire them for doing it. That's why God said never trust your enemy.
That's
all right. Hey, so stay tuned. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks here on Four Corners News.
My rib, my wife, my helper. We make a perfect team. We gotta stay together. Good or bad, just like Al Green. You're my best friend. I know I can count on you. You complete me, made for me. This is how it should be. Whoa, whoa.
Your biggest supporter, I won't get out of line. Get possession, you give. Mother at home, teach the kid. Yeah,
This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
You rolling with. Either you rolling with the spirit of Satan and who's waiting for the lake of fire, or you're gonna go with the spirit of Christ.
Created, manufactured right here in the Americas. Don't slip on that. This new Negro that we see today was a creation.
Around worrying about your breath when you know death and destruction is everywhere, nigga, you gon' die.
We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down.
Welcome back to Four Corners News. Officer Patriel,
Officer Daniel,
and this is your local news.
Florida teacher beaten and hospitalized after attack by 5-year-old student, police say.
Ain't no way. Boy.
Now you gotta understand something. This is not the X-Men Academy.
Hey, listen.
These are not mutant children.
Right, you are not getting me, bro. Ain't no way.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
5 years old.
Stop it. Come on, man.
All right, let's get back. Let's go
read
back,
the article, man. Let's see if they can try to explain themselves.
Bring it out.
Got to be, man.
A South Florida teacher was taken to the hospital last week after she was attacked by a 5-year-old student, leaving her dazed and unresponsive, officials said Monday.
You know how much a 5-year-old normally weighs? I'm talking about normally.
Yeah.
Bro, a 5-year-old normally probably doesn't even weigh over 40 pounds.
Man, there's no way a 5-year-old could knock you out like that. Leave you dazed.
Ain't no way.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Not even Hulk could have children like that, man.
My 5-year-old cannot hurt me at all unless she poked me in my eye or something like that.
Right.
But come on, man.
Or pull my beard.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, I don't even.
Let's get to the article.
You got to have mighty beard.
The unidentified instructor was found by first responders sitting on the ground against the wall and appearing to be in a faint state at Pines Lakes Elementary School.
Now you know that got to be an Edomite. I know Pine School is like, a black school, but the teacher got it. You get hit by a 5-year-old, you drop yourself on the floor, you're sitting down dazed, like you don't know what happened.
Pines Lake Elementary?
Yeah.
That's next to Richmond Heights. And that community is 52% black. So
yeah, and you know how Edomites be when they get hit, man.
So 9 times out of 10, you talking about an Edomite dealing with black kids, black children.
Read it out.
Go ahead, read it on.
About 15 miles southwest of downtown Fort Lauderdale, according to a heavily redacted Pembroke Pines Police Department incident report.
Well, they don't tell you exactly, race,
Their race and-
ethnicity,
yeah.
or the person's name of who occurred, but we know. We got in our spirit. I'm leaning with it. I don't care what you say. I understand.
Just
Because
like
I know Israel don't roll like this.
Just like we know which one is the Edomite.
Right. Read on.
That's right.
The victim was clearly weak and dazed, able to blink and breathe regularly, but at no point was able to vocally respond or show signs of a response, the report said.
But look at this though.
Come on, man.
Look at this though. That's
Boy,
I'm gonna
no
show
way,
you. I'm gonna
boy.
show how this is
Come
an
on,
Edomite.
man.
Boy,
You
no
see,
way,
you see how
boy.
they try to paint the child to be strong as hell, hitting like bop right there on the side of the head, knocking her out. Right.
5-year-old knocks
I'm
you
gonna,
out.
I'm gonna show how they try to be slick because they call the cops on the 5-year-old. That's how you know it's Esau. Go back.
Look at this.
I'm gonna show you how they try to be slick. Scroll down.
Scroll down.
Scroll down.
Come on, y'all. Keep up.
AV.
Let's go.
Stop. Hold on. Scroll down.
Wicked ass.
Let me see.
You looking for
Yeah,
that?
right there. She suffered.
She suffered a concussion and other injuries after the enraged special education student, between 50 and 60 pounds, unleashed on the teacher, according to the union chief.
Keep reading.
They exaggerated that weight, too. I'm telling you.
Yeah, keep reading. Watch this.
The instructor had been leading an exceptional student education class with a group of children with some type of special needs or special disability.
Now read the way he pounced.
The way he pounced on her and the way she fell backwards.
What happened to her?
She fell backwards
Uh-huh.
and smacked her head. It was a severe concussion.
You see that?
So she tripped.
Yeah, she tripped and hit her head.
Boy,
She
no
fell
way, boy.
She fell down.
and got a full concussion.
Come on.
But they try to paint it like, you know.
The child abused her. She was in cell block D with Tyrone, and he jacked her up after lunch.
Right.
Come
Yeah,
on
that little rascal from Lil Martin coming out here.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You was gonna go pull a script?
Yeah, let's go to Sirach 30.
Pull that
This
out.
this is why we need our own schools, our own teachers, and stuff
right.
like that,
and,
right?
And for those that, I mean, it's not set up yet. There's nothing wrong, sisters, with parent home schooling.
Right.
There's nothing wrong. The scriptures say that you sisters are supposed to endure the troubles of education. All right. So
Yeah. Let's read Sirach chapter 30, read verse 1 and 2.
bring it out.
Sirach chapter 30 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
He that loveth his son causeth him oft to feel the rod.
He's a 5-year-old child. You don't need no cop to come handle him.
Right.
You can handle the child yourself. Call the parents.
Right.
Call the parents. Bring them behind home. I know that's how I was raised. When I used to act up in St. Martin in the schools, my parents came and whooped the crap out of me in school.
You know how we know leaning more towards this couldn't been us? We got that look.
Right.
You know what I mean? We already done elevated to the point where sometimes it don't even need to get to the rod. We can pull the rod out, but sometimes we don't even need to get there. We just give them the look.
Yep.
And then the kid, he shut down. Go
He
ahead.
shut down. Read on.
That he may have joy of him in the end.
Read.
He that chastiseth his son shall
So
have...
it says, he that chastised his son. That's what we have to do. We have to treat those children like our own. That's how I know she's an Edomite. Because if she's a black teacher, her mind is corrupt.
Right.
Because
right.
why would you call the cops on a 5-year-old? Call the parents.
Bring it out.
What happened to that? They skipped that whole step.
Yeah.
Because why? You got more on that, right?
Yeah. Read on.
He that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance.
Now jump down to verse 12.
Verse 12. Bow down his neck while he is young, and beat him on the sides while he is a child.
That's why you have to do that. And it's going to explain why, if you follow the steps that God gave, this won't happen. Read.
Lest he wax stubborn and be disobedient unto thee, and so bring sorrow to thine heart.
That's what will happen. He will be disobedient. He will be strong. You say, you know what? Let me just beat on. Like, where do you get this stuff from? The child, foolishness is bound in the heart of a child.
Right. Stuff like that is gonna happen. And if our people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you continue to rely even on this system here, this system that your enemy have set up, things like this is going to occur. Right? Go to Isaiah chapter 42 and read verse 22. Things like this is going to occur because we trust in this system, not knowing that even the system is set up as a prison to pipeline.
Prison to pipeline.
That's what they do. They don't train up our children to survive in society.
That's what the cops are waiting for.
Right.
They're waiting for him.
They build up our children either to become criminals or to become servants.
Give them a record while they're young.
Right. Watch this. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 22.
Read.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
See, that's what they train our children up to become prisoners. And this is my first time here. They trying to catch you while you 5. They want to give you a charge while you 5.
Yeah.
Hey, go back to the
aggravated
article real
murder,
quick.
battery.
Right. They still are attempting to
It's
try.
at the top. You got to
Read
scroll
up,
up.
scroll up. They still are attempting to
Scroll
charge
up.
this 5-year-old. It's amazing.
Wait.
Right. Hold on. Go back. You're moving too fast.
Yeah, man.
Right there.
Right there.
Right there. Read that.
While the young suspect is still being investigated for possible aggravated assault with hands, fists, and feet.
Why is this investigation still open? It's a 5-year-old. Come on, bruh.
Hey, let how old was that dude who shut up the church? I forgot his name. What's his name again?
Dylan Roof.
Dylan Roof. How old was he?
He was, I don't know, he was a teenager.
However old he was.
14, 15, 16.
Look what they did to him. Treated him like better than they trying to treat this little 5-year-old.
Amazing. Finish that paragraph.
It's unlikely he'll be criminally prosecuted, a police spokesman told NBC News on Monday.
He couldn't even verify that, the police officer. But go back to the scripture. Finish it.
Verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and
They are
none
for what?
For a prey.
Come on.
And none delivereth. For a spoil, and none saith, restore.
None say, bro, what are we doing here? Why are we trying to charge a 5-year-old child for battery? No one says that. They say, oh, let's continue the investigation. It's crazy. Hey, but this has been your local news. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks on Four Corners News.
The Messiah is a savior and a conqueror.
Joseph, follow me.
Shalom Israel, Most High Christ bless. Deacon Nathan here of IUIC Philadelphia. You're tuned in to our Hidden History Radio, where we go into a deep understanding and history of who we are, according to the Bible, hidden artifacts, archaeology, the geography, all you can think of that shrouds around our history of the Bible. We go into it in depth. So Israel, like, subscribe, comment on our YouTube channel, our Hidden History Radio. See you then. Shalom, Most High Christ bless.
Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you know it?
We can prove that Jesus is black, but no man, no woman can prove Jesus is a white man.
We was on the bottom, yeah. Now we headed to the top. New level. On my level, don't see anybody. I don't see him. This right here could never stop. This could never stop. Hey, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah. Hey, this right here could never stop. Hold up,
So to hear the voice of God, you must
this right here could
believe.
never stop. Hold up, nah. Hey, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah. One time. Hey.
We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down.
Welcome back to Four Corners News. I am Officer Azaniah.
Officer Pagiel.
And this is your international news. All right, read that.
U.S. gives NATO countries green light to provide fighter jets to Ukraine.
The U.S. gives NATO countries green light to provide fighter jets to Ukraine. Ukraine is not a part of NATO, but they are treating Ukraine like they are a part of NATO.
What the hell is this?
So they already picked a side.
There you go. The nation's already picked a side. So you know what's gonna happen is if they already siding with Ukraine because America wants Ukraine, then guess what? Article 5 is gonna come into play. And guess what? It's gonna bring all nations into World War III. So this is what we're doing. We're sitting there. We're watching the signs of the times.
That's
Go ahead.
right.
The decision comes after U.S. lawmakers held a virtual meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. U.S. Secretary of State Tony Blinken told CBS News on Sunday that Washington had given a green light to NATO members to supply Ukraine with fighter jets, and that the U.S. would work to replace any jets sent to Kiev. Blinken spoke after Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky urged U.S. lawmakers to intervene in the ongoing conflict with Russia. Asked whether NATO members could begin sending planes to Ukraine, Blinken said that gets a green light.
So they said what? That's a green light. So who's giving these shots and who's giving these orders? Who you think is running the world? Because a lot of people think China is doing it, so on and so forth. But the Bible is going to show you who's actually running the world. Go to Revelation chapter 17.
That's right.
And let's read verse 17. Because we're going to see if this is a prophecy being unveiled or not. Watch this. Revelation 17 and 17.
Revelation chapter 17 and verse 17.
Come on.
For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will.
So God is putting in all these nations' hearts to fulfill his will. What is his will? For that World War III to come about, and so that the nation of Israel could be saved with a strange salvation through these nuclear bombs. Read.
And to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast.
So the kingdom unto the beast? Who is that beast? That beast is America. America is that person that rules over all. Read.
That's right.
Until the words of God shall be fulfilled.
So this is what we're seeing. America is calling the shots, and he's pushing out orders saying, I want Ukraine, and Ukraine is going to be a part of NATO, but you got to understand, Ukraine was not originally a part of a country or anything.
Nah.
Ukraine was a part of Russia.
Right, and that lets you know right there. A lot of people like to say, this is a democracy. Everybody, America runs this world. All right, Babylon is America, and they run this world. Go get Job chapter 9 verse 24.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
right.
Because
Let's see what God said.
Come on.
The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
If it's not America that's controlling this world, then who is it? A lot of people like to say that Edomites, because the scripture in Apocrypha, it says Esau shall be the end of this world, right? And Jacob is the one that comes after.
Right.
So if Edomites is not the one ruling this world, where Esau, America is telling, hey, here's some weapons, fight who I want you to fight, and other countries, y'all better not get involved. Matter of fact, Russia, if you don't want to do what I say, then we're gonna destroy all of y'all.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. Why is Russia doing all of this if Ukraine was just a country that was free and up for grabs? Because nobody's going to try to fight you over something that's not theirs. So meaning that country was originally a part of Russia, and they're trying to justify their way out of it, because what they tend to do, go to this. Go to 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and read verse 10. Go to 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and let's read verse 10, because this is what America is doing, and it strategically has been doing when it comes to all the dark countries. Now it's doing that to all the rest of the world. Come on.
2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
Come on.
I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
America is that Egypt. Come on.
But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
So the plagues that's going to be coming towards this world is going to be this. Jump down to verse 14.
Verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And when people shall stand up to fight against another.
So this is what we're seeing. We're seeing one nation, Caucasoid nation, fighting another Caucasoid nation over just petty over beef. Come on.
And swords in their hands.
Come on.
For there shall be sedition among men.
So you see what America does? America creates seditions among men. So what they tend to do, they tend to hire people to overthrow the government, to try to create, to try to make the country unstable.
And you know that's the thing too. You gotta understand something. A lot of people like to say the mark of the beast is the microchip. No. Understand what America is doing. They attack Russia. They're funding Ukraine. And when you go read the scripture about the mark of the beast, there's plenty scriptures. plenty classes by our bishops breaking that stuff down.
Right.
America says if you don't agree with us, nobody's gonna buy from you. Nobody's going to be selling to you. You can't get help from none of us because they rule over this world. That's what the scripture says.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what NATO is. This is an exclusive club for power, for just military. That's exactly what the EU is. It's an exclusive club to let whoever I want to let in as long as they're submitting under my rule.
Go
ahead.
That's right. Let me get Revelation chapter 17, verse 16, because I'm going to show you something about those weapons. All those things that America's doing, giving countries weapons. They've been doing that for years. All right, don't think this is something new. Whenever they want countries to have inside fighting, they give them weapons. Go ahead and kill each other. Read that.
Revelation chapter 17 and verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked.
The whore is Babylon, America. Read.
And naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
All those attributes that she have was giving other people's weapon. That's what the whore like to do, Babylon. God says all that stuff. The nations that she helped, NATO, they will turn on her and then destroy her with fire. All that stuff she's done is gonna be recompensed right back to her.
And here's just to land back off of you. So how was America able to finesse all of these nations to give them power? Watch this. Let's go to First Maccabees chapter 8 and let's read verse 4. We're gonna see how did America do this to become to become a superpower, to become the head over all these nations and over all these countries and over all these people. Read.
First Maccabees chapter 8 and verse 4. And that by their policy.
By their what?
By their policy.
These foreign policies that they've been pushing towards these different countries. Once you let America push a policy in your country, that's it. You already laid and made your bed with them.
Yep.
And over a period of time, these nations start to figure out that they're getting finessed and they start hating the whore, and therefore they're gonna start siding with whoever is the person that's over them. Read.
That's right. And patience they had conquered all the place.
Come on.
Though it were very far from them. And the kings also that came against them from the uttermost part of the earth, till they had discomfited them and given them to a great overthrow, so that the rest did give them tribute every year.
So they had to give them tribute. This is old Rome. Jump up to verse 1, because America is just a copycat, a duplicate of what Rome was doing. So the same mentality still stands. Read verse 1.
Verse 1. Now Judas had heard of the fame of the Romans, that they were mighty and valiant men, and such as would lovingly accept all that joined themselves unto them, and make a league of amity with all that came unto them, and that they were men of great valor. It was told him also of their wars and noble acts, which they had done among the Galatians, and how they had conquered them and brought them under tribute.
Jump down to verse 11.
Verse 11. It was told him besides how they destroyed and brought under their dominion all other kingdoms and isles that at any time resisted them.
Come on. That's what they doing to any people that opposes them, which goes into Russia. Read.
But with their friends and such as relied upon them, they kept amity, and that they had conquered kingdoms both far and nigh.
So this is what we're seeing. We're seeing the same thing that was taken back then. Now it's being played forth in the now time, which we call it NATO and the EU.
And you see how it says they conquered kingdom far and near. They're trying to take Ukraine all the way from the west side of the world. They want to rule over every Edomite country and then point the guns straight at the brown people. Hey, read verse 13.
Verse 13. Also that, whom they would help to a kingdom, those reign, and whom again they displace. Finally, that they were greatly exalted.
That's how you know who reigns over the world. It's America.
That's
all
right.
Well, this has been your international news. Make sure to stay tuned after these commercial breaks with more
Four Corners News.
بتحد ودو زعمنا زبله كله بتحد ودو زعمنا زبله كله نايزل علم هيوت ما انت خلق
De man die de meest van zijn eigen broers elkaar haten. Hij is vol haar. En wanneer hij oud is en hij wordt een opa, wat voor kleur heeft hij? Normaal. Erko, waar kiet was dat kongen te ja met kos? Ore de mira su prinses, dan kan het in garçon. Goed op de cena hopen.
Dutch. Stiksem. I prishon na road, kumoi sei is gesagt. So geschillen mich.
Wir wurden getäuscht. Man sagte, tja, wir wissen zwar nicht, wann Christus geboren worden ist, aber wir feiern Christus am 25.
Vas a morir en 2 meses. Mira, dice que tu abuelo te va a dejar una herencia. Pero mira, para que te asegures.
Avant d'aller à Jean 12, donne-moi Jean 7, verset 28.
Parti sous parole là, on retire bagay sa yo et na figi moun, bagay sans sens. Et nous allons apprendre.
Tatamilanin ng vitamina 3 ay clear na nga so. Uno na dewer ka ng Superman favorito ko. Pam datu sondu, ikaw unugado na gano.
Chapter 11, verse 10. For he looked for a city which hath foundations, whose builder and maker is God. For we are laborers together with God. Ye are God's husbandry, ye are God's building. Isaiah chapter 49, verse 5. Now, saith the Lord, that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord. My God shall be my strength.
That what? My God what?
And my God shall be my strength.
And that my God shall be my strength.
Verse 6, he said, it's a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel.
And that's what you meant here in Austin doing in your prospective cities. That you're restoring Israel, not destroying. You understand something? If you are trying to sow discord, to tear apart something, you are working for Satan. God called you to raise up the 12 tribes of Israel. And whoever he does not want, he will remove. You are living in real time, seeing this kingdom, Christ's kingdom being built right in front of you. And always know that the kingdom that's being built, the maker is God.
Sirach chapter 2 verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
This is for gold is tried in the fire. and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. You don't know who you are until you're being tried. Everybody's going to be the great warrior who they think they say they are, but until your trial comes, you're not sure. You might have the perception you believe you are, but in that time, just make sure when you're being tried that you're all right. It says, and it should be a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to do what?
To raise up the tribes of Jacob.
And to do what?
And to restore the preserved of Israel.
Read on.
I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth.
I'm going through this, brothers, for a reason, man. I want you all to understand how to grow in this truth, how to endure, because this truth is about enduring. Can you stand the test of time? A lot of times it's hard for people to look at themselves, but if you ever want to rise up from ashes, I'm telling you, you've got to be honest with oneself of who you are.
We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down.
Welcome back to Four Corners News. You've tuned in to This Week in Israel. This Week in Israel is brought to you by IUIC.TV. IUIC.TV. You can go there, type it in on your web browser. You can see exclusive content, righteous content. And you can also sign up for the membership that is only $1.99
That's right.
month.
That's it, man.
That's it.
And you get exclusive things releasing, like the upcoming film, Joseph's Dream.
Joseph's Dream, the date night, all of those things. Let's play the commercial for IUIC TV.
IUIC TV.
Four Corner News, where truth speaks.
Fire, man.
All right. Once again, This Week in Israel is brought to you by IUIC.TV. Go there and subscribe to the channel and get all the righteous content when it drops. All right.
That's right.
So this week in Israel, we had another Hebrews 13:4 on display. Shout out to the house of Officer Nehemiah.
That's right.
Of Houston being a stat. That's a bad garment right there, boy.
It is.
I'd wear that to Passover if I was that brother.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I would wear it
That's
too.
nice, man.
Hey, Cap,
shout out to whoever made it, too.
You know, I always notice it's only here in IUIC where you see houses being established.
That's right.
Only here. You don't see it
as
nowhere
the
else.
scriptures are written,
That's
is what
right.
we put into practice. So congratulations once again to the house of Officer Nehemiah being established once again. All praise to the Most High. May you grow old together.
Right.
Also this week in Israel, we had a national date night.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah, had a national date night with royalty duos. He captured Maya and his rib right there. All praise to the Most High. Soldier Heeman from ATL.
Sometimes,
They,
Cap, you need that. You need that to keep that marriage healthy.
Oh yeah. So it was from ATL all the way up to Mississippi with Cap Gedaliah. They got it in. Even IUIC Mobile got it in, taking pictures. And that's what we do here. That's what we do here in IUIC. Right. We promote marriages because that's how you build a nation.
That's right.
That's how you build a nation right there. So it was National Date Night based off of the album by Royalty Duo, which is entitled Marriage.
Hey, if you want to go home and put on some grown folk,
that's it.
That's what you need right there.
That's your grown folk music right there. That's available on originalroyalty.com right now. Matter of fact, it is actually charting at number 23 in Europe. That's major right there.
Yeah,
out of all the albums in the world, that's charting at number 23 in Israel, in Europe.
Hey, Cap, that's that light that's on the hill.
Yeah.
That can't be hid. It's righteousness, man.
That's right.
You can't hide
it. To Most High. So we don't advise you listen to Marriage by Royalty Duo on your way to camp and do the work.
Nah.
You save that for your husband or your wife, all right? Save that album for that time.
Time and a place.
Time and a place for everything. So the brothers is putting boots on the ground in the Dominican Republic. Officer Halez and the other brothers.
Shout out to Northern Kingdom, y'all.
There, they out there doing it, putting in the work in the Dominican Republic, raising up the 12 tribes of Israel. The 11th hour, trying to do those things. That's Officer Noah right there, I believe it is. So all praise to the Most High for them brothers that's putting in the work. That's Yamagan right there, Officer Yamagan as well. So if you are so-called Hispanic, hey, we got brothers and sisters that are in this body that speak your native language, that if you need something to be broken down in your native language, don't let that hold you back. We got brothers and sisters in Dominican Republic putting boots on the ground right now. Right. Also on stateside, we got brothers breaking ground in the South as well. We got Arkansas.
Hey,
yeah, look at that.
Right.
That's how you post. That's a hell of a picture right there.
Yeah, it is.
That's what it talks about in the scripts about shake the hand.
Shake the hand.
Right. That's what that brother's doing right there. Shout out to IUIC Arkansas breaking ground in Magnolia, Arkansas. It said AR. I was about to say Arizona. It's Arkansas.
That's how you know the Bible's spiritual, Cap.
Yeah.
Because even with brothers just being out there at camp and the Spirit fall upon them, they make Scripture come to life.
You start bringing Scripture. And the thing is, we going into the hoods. We going where our people are. We ain't waiting on them to come to the damn Christian church on a Sunday, because you know why? Our people ain't going to church.
That's right.
They leaving that place because they know it's full of lies. So what do you got to do? If you're a prophet called by God, you got to go out into the streets and speak the word of God. And that's what you see Arkansas doing in Magnolia, Arkansas, breaking ground down there for the first time. All praise to the Most High for that. Also, throughout with boots on the ground, we got other brothers and sisters. Let's pull it up. Let's pull that up. We got brothers going inside a building. And we're on the streets. We inside. And this, they did a Black History presentation out of Columbus. Shout out to them for doing that, man. And what are they doing? They are bringing the scriptures to life with the more known or taught of leaders of the Black community, as we see on that picture. Let's pull it up. Let's keep the pictures up here. You can see they had Martin Luther King that was on there. You got Malcolm X was on there, and I thought I saw a Rosa Parks somewhere on there too. But yeah, so that's what they're doing in there. They bringing the scriptures to life. We meet the people where they are. That's what ministering is about. Meeting the people where they are. All right?
Because a lot of times that history, even knowing, meaning because they push Martin Luther King on us, they push Malcolm X, but they don't fully understand sometimes the message that those brothers was pushing at the time.
Right, exactly right. Hey, let's go. Let's pull up that next day, because we also, this week in Israel, Jacksonville is hitting the ground 31 days, because most of them got 31 days. 31 days of camp in Jacksonville, hitting the streets. Shout out to Captain Enoch and the officers up there. All praises to the Most High for that. Who else we got with boots on the ground this week in Israel?
We got IUIC Tallahassee. They in day 52.
Woo!
Out of 75 right there.
That's right.
Ain't no feeling like Cap going to camp day after day
Every
after
day.
day.
That's Cap Meta.
That's
They
right.
getting it in, man. They getting it in. And make sure you subscribe to these pages. That was IUIC Jacksonville. That's 31 days of camp. That's IUIC Tallahassee. That's doing 31 days of camp. Make sure you go and subscribe to those pages so you can keep up with the progress that they are doing throughout the month, because they uploading those videos as soon as they record them a lot of the time. So make sure you stay tuned. Go and subscribe to those pages.
That's
all right.
right.
Also, go ahead.
No, I was saying you need sometimes to get that out, Cap, because you got the word burning in your mouth.
Got to bring it
you
out.
You need those 30 days sometimes. You need them 51
Yeah, it's an
days.
excuse to get away from the wife. That's right. Also, this weekend, Israel, bring it up. We got the art team doing their thing, man. The IUIC Renaissance art team. That's a depiction of Christ right there. How he was bruised and battered for our iniquities. And he had no image that no man desired. That's a hell of a picture right there. Shout out to IUIC Chicago for making that one right there. Also, we got another image here. This is another one. This is Christ looking up and the Heavenly Father speaking to him. This is my beloved son. Hear ye him, man. We got talent, man. We bringing the Bible back to life. And also, we ain't forgot about the sisters as well. We got images for the sisters, man, because they need to learn to love their natural hair that is alive. They out there killing it by straightening it and putting perms in your kill it, making it lay down. Your hair is alive. It's meant to stand up for people can see. And modesty is more beautiful in the eyes of God than being naked out there.
That's right.
That's some visual image you can show to your kids right there. Let them know modesty is great in the eyes of God. Also this weekend, Israel, what else we got here? What else we got? Just yesterday, Captain Joshua interviewed Johanna Fernandez. She's a historian that wrote a book about the what was their names? What was the name of Northern Kingdom? That was the Brown Berets, right? What's their names? Anybody know any damn history in here?
Where's the Brown Berets?
The Young Lords. And we got two people that know some history in here. Good job, brothers. The Young Lord. She was on the podcast yesterday with Captain Joshua, and it was a hell of an interview, man. You can see that on IUIC Phoenix page, or you can go on to IUIC events page. It's about an hour, 2-hour long interview where she dives into the actual history of things that went on behind the scene of the Young Lords. If you don't know who the Young Lords are, those were the so-called Puerto Ricans who God calls Ephraim in the Bible. When Judah stood up during the 60s, during the Civil Rights era, then Ephraim, the Puerto Rican, said, let us stand up too. And they created the Young Lords. And she wrote a history book about it where she actually interviewed the leaders of those places that were still alive. And they gave her history and things of that nature she put in the book. Make sure you go check out that interview, man. That's on IUIC Events. That's the Power Hour Plus with Captain Joshua and the officers also, if you missed that, all right?
That's right.
Also this weekend, Israel, what else we got here? The hidden history. The Lions Den getting out there teaching Black history, man.
That's right.
So they showed up at the Bronze Kingdom. They did a hidden history presentation. It went on a little bit earlier today. It might be over right now, but you could be looking out for that video that'll be coming up shortly. That'll be on IUIC Orlando's page soon enough.
That's right.
Also this weekend, Israel, we had Given the Sense from A to Z. That's right. That was with Captain Yadin. That came on at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He went over James chapter 4. That's on the captain's page. If you didn't watch that, you better go back and watch it. James chapter 4 is a heavy chapter.
Yeah, I was catching in and out while I was going through the articles, but he was bringing it out.
It's a lot of precepts in James 4, and Captain Yadin precepted the whole damn chapter. So every single verse, you go back and watch that, given the sense of Captain Yadin, you will have a precept for every single verse in the chapter. Nobody can deceive you no more as long as you watch Given the Sense from A to Z. Make sure you go and watch that, all right?
That's how you get your Bible dirty.
Yeah. That's how you know if you're studying or not. Yeah, if it's highlighted up, you got some damn discoloration on it. you know, you got some marks of where you're trying to underline and your hand went off and it went up a little too high, went into the word. You know how it be. Giving a sense to get you right on that. All
That's
right.
right.
Also, this week in Israel, let's break that up for them. The Captains is out there still putting out. This is a video by Captain Jan. Is the shield of David in the Bible? Is it in the Bible?
That's it.
Go check that out. It's on the IUIC Captains page. 15 minutes. Captain Jan brought that out. Also, this week, Captain Erail of ATL brought out Sinners Are Not Winning. Sinners Are Not Winning. Make sure you go check that out. And Lord's Will Life Lasts Tomorrow, Captain Tazawan's video is going to be coming out about some due benevolence.
Woo!
Give it up!
That's a heavy class.
Give it up!
15 minutes right there. Heavy 15 minutes.
A lot of precepts coming out on that, buddy. Give it up! Due benevolence. Make sure you go check that out.
Watch the views on that one be off the charts.
Oh, boy. Also, this week in Israel, Shout Out Tuesday by Bishop Nathaniel. He went in on the damn Pope and they one world religion.
Right.
CBN promotes one world religion. And I watched it, man. And you can see they are all starting to do the same thing that they do in the media, where they start saying the same thing over and over again. Right. CBN, TBN, damn CNN. They all saying the one certain phrase of understanding. That's what they try to say.
That's how they apply that manipulation and brainwashing.
Yep.
Where the repetition comes into play, and the next thing you know, you on the street corner saying.
Yep, you saying the same thing. It's room for us all. It's room for us all to serve God under this one religion.
The hell is this?
Make sure you go check that out. It's Shout Out Tuesdays, IUIC events with Bishop Nathaniel. The scripture of the week. Let's read that for him. Read that for him, soldier.
Sirach chapter 33 and verse 27. Idleness worketh evil.
Idleness worketh evil. And that's a hell of a graphic right
I was
there.
about to say, that thumbnail there.
That's dope right there. You got the script on that or no?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, read it.
Sirach chapter 33 verse 27. Send him to labor, that he be not idle. For idleness teacheth much evil.
Idleness teacheth much evil.
That's right.
That's the other thing right there. That phone, it can be used for righteousness, like we do when we prophesy to the people. You can watch YouTube videos. You can watch Shout Out Tuesday. You can watch IUIC Captain. All of it say it can be used for righteousness. But if you idle, it's going to be used for evil. So make sure that you are staying busy in the Lord's work and you using that damn phone for righteousness.
That's
and not
right.
just for surfing, and that looked like some damn Tinder or something. I don't know.
What
I
the
never
hell
heard
is
of
this?
But
It
it didn't look like MySpace, so I know it wasn't MySpace.
We still use MySpace?
I don't know.
Y'all brothers still use MySpace?
Black Planet, stuff like that. I don't know. But that's one of them new age apps. Idleness teach you, keep yourself busy in the Lord's work.
That's
all
right.
That's right.
Especially if you're single and you ain't got nobody going home to.
You shouldn't be on no media sites. You're single.
Yeah.
I mean, unless that's your office.
Yeah, you know, every man can't receive this saying. So, you know.
That's right.
Hey, this the quote of the week comes from Bishop Yawasab. Read that for us, soldier.
The Bible is medicine to the sick soul.
That's right. The Bible, man, you know how that's a true statement right there? That's how you know Bishop Yawasab's wise man right there. We was on Clubhouse speaking the words of God, speaking life into a sister, a brother named Dion on Clubhouse. And the sister started crying because ain't nobody ever spoke to her in that matter where they saw she was in error by the way she dressed, and they wasn't trying to get in her pants. They didn't want no money from her. They wasn't trying to get a number. They wasn't talking down on her. They was talking life into her where you better than that, sis. We know you better than that because we can hear the wisdom coming out of your mouth. Change your ways. And the sister started crying. Why? Because the Bible is pull it back up, man. Pull that quote of the week
That's
up.
some heavy words.
Quote of the week. Read
That's
that.
heavy.
The Bible is medicine to the sick soul.
The Bible is medicine to the sick soul.
Everybody on Clubhouse that night witnessed God's words mend a spirit.
Yep.
That's what they witnessed.
That's it right there. That's exactly it. All praise to the Most High. So, sister, what's their name back here again? The tech team.
Tech
damn
team.
tech team. The damn gave it away. Let's pull up. What you call it? What we call this? The meme of the week. I'm thrown off, man.
Yeah, you gave it away, man.
Read that for us, soldier.
Bring it out. The only
You gotta read the top. Where's it at?
White Castle.
White Castles. Now, some of y'all don't know about White Castle, but if you grew up in the top of the South, they call it crystals around here. I believe it is. They call it crystals.
I think only country Jew to eat at White Castle.
I ate White Castle before, in my wicked days, but I have repented. White Castles is what?
The only place you can go and get gas for under $1.50.
You damn right now.
real.
You know what I used to call them? Them little things is they call them sliders, man. Them things is little fart burgers, man. I'm telling you.
Everybody about to know what White Castle is right now. They about to look it up.
Yeah, if you don't know, you look it up. I advise you look it up.
If you
don't eat it.
Yeah. If you get gas for $1.50, everybody's gonna look it up.
Don't eat it. Go ahead and look it up, but don't eat it because it's gonna get. It's also known as crystals too. They try to deceive you and they try to trick you and deceive you. Gonna change our name to crystals, like we don't notice your ass when you pull out them damn same ass burgers, the same size, shaped like a little square.
That little square
shaped
burger,
like a little
the
square.
mini burgers.
The little burger is about that big. They be having the little chopped up onions on the top. They melt the cheese good though. You can get a 10-pack. You get a 10-pack of those burgers for $3.99. $4.99. You get a 10-pack.
Ain't no way.
10 burgers. Yeah, give me a 10-pack. It'll be It'll be $5.07. And the next day, they had you bent over on the toilet.
You be giving them burgers back.
You be giving them burgers back, boy. But they fill you up when you was in wickedness and you had a little bit too much to drink. They was exactly what you wanted. You know how they made their money? They would stay open later than anybody else. Because nobody coming during the damn day. Right. Nobody came during the day. They wait for all the people to come at night, the scragglers, and they made their money at night. 2 a.m., 3 a.m., the line would be in the damn street for them little fart burgers.
Damn.
And if you know White Castles or Crystals, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right? Hey, stay tuned. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks here on Four Corners News.
But where you get that shirt from?
Solomons-Closet.com. Your one-stop shop to look fly with affordable prices and great designs. Solomons-Closet.com.
Shalom, this is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. I have an important message about your leaders in the Christian church. Your bishops, pastors, reverends, and ministers are all lying to you and leading you straight to damnation. The truth is, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the biblical Israelites, according to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Jesus Christ is a black man with white wool hair, according to Revelation chapter 1, verses 14 and 15. We as the Israelites must keep the commandments in the faith of Christ to receive salvation, as it is written in Revelation chapter 14, verse 12. I've challenged and debated Christian authorities all over the world on these issues. Not one of them has been able to negate this truth. Your pastors have led you astray, worshiping pagan holidays and false gods, just as in the days of old. So join us on our mission to restore the true nation of Israel before the decree goes forth. The work is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Visit our website at israelunite.org or call us at 855-484-4842 to learn more and visit our schools. Shalom.
Hey there, it's me again. As you know, Mel and I are working on a Passion of the Christ sequel. We're asking that you continue to support us in any way possible. And those of you whom have not yet donated, to the Joseph's Dream short film, we want to give you a special thank you. Send those funds over to help us establish our vision. Jesus loves you, and God bless America.
We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down.
Welcome back to Four Corners News. That's right, where the truth speaks. I am Captain Zakar to my left.
Officer
and to my right.
Officer Daniel.
To his right.
Officer Pagiel.
Go back to Azadiah, man, so he can say his name, man.
He needs some milk.
What's your name, man?
Hey, go ahead.
My name is Officer Azadiah.
Okay, there you go.
Somebody come look at this.
And we make up Four Corners News. He would have been hurt if he didn't get to say his name, man. So all praises, man. You got to say your name, man. This week, also going on here in the news, man. You ain't gonna believe it. What's his name? Black Panther, Wakanda forever.
Yep. Wakanda fell.
Wasn't it Ryan Coogler? Mm-hmm. He got his nigga wake up call. He got it.
Oh, my goodness.
And guess who gave it to him? It wasn't a white person that gave him his nigga wake-up call. It was a black woman. They gave a black man his nigga wake-up call.
She was a resident of Wakanda.
She got evicted and she's been, no, you're not welcome here. Wow. Play the 911 call of her talking to the police. No, the 911 call of her talking to the police.
To the po-po. 12.
About Ryan.
Bring it out. This happened where? In Atlanta, right?
Was it Atlanta? Okay, yeah, I guess it was, yeah.
12.
It was Atlanta? Okay. Atlanta, where the black woman is afraid of the black man. Damn. Play it.
Asked me a note.
Listen.
And so I just told my manager I didn't feel comfortable. So he told me to call police while he, I guess, stalled for
What
a
is
minute.
what is on the note, ma'am?
It just says I want to withdraw $12,000. Just be discreet.
Is this an actual customer, or are they trying to rob the bank?
They had a debit card and he inserted it. He gave me a California ID. But I was like, okay, how do you want
Pause
to
it, though. Pause it. I wanted to let it play. I can't.
Come on, sis.
I can't let Bone Quisha go on no more.
Hey.
Yeah. He had he showed his ID to her and inserted his debit card. What criminal is robbing banks, showing their ID and inserting their debit card and typing in the pen and slide a note? Give me $12,000 goddamn dollars.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Who's doing that?
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
I want to steal
12 goddamn dollars.
I want to
be discreet.
I want the 12,000 on my own account.
Hey, you know what it is?
My own account.
She's probably so broken mentally to where she starts seeing a black man pull out that type of money. Oh, he gotta be robbing a bank.
Yeah.
God damn.
Go back and play the
man.
thing, man. He did show his ID and inserted his debit card, but he want $12,000 and where I work at, niggas ain't got that kind of money. I'm just telling you.
Master, I knows he ain't got that kind of money.
Who that nigga asking $12,000?
Who that nigga on the nag?
For $12,000.
Oh, he think he betting in there?
Play the call again, man. Keep playing.
Take it easy.
That's that. And he's like, just look at the note.
And he had no weapons, correct?
Not that I know of. He just has on black sunshades and a black hat.
Is he a black male, white male?
He's a black male. And every time I ask him like a question, he's like, look at the note.
So,
Listen to her response.
But he inserted his debit card, and then I asked for his ID. He handed me his ID as a
Oh my goodness! Stop
I
it!
didn't look at his
Stop it! I'm gonna tell you
name.
right now. If she still got a job after this came out, it proves that the only reason she got hired is because she's somebody's cousin, and they hooked her up.
Pookie done hooked up Ron Quisha.
Because there's no way she should keep a job after telling him he gave me his ID and inserted his debit card and then said, look at the note.
Oh, Cat, you know what happened, Cat? She lied in her application.
Yeah, that's what it was.
She can't obviously see the brother.
She lied. She said she graduated from DeVry University.
Damn.
Hey, ain't that university where you on the couch?
You on the couch.
If you're on the couch, get up right now.
Get up on the couch.
Do something with your
You
life.
ain't got nothing else to do.
She got up real quick and went straight to the bank.
Take it easy.
Hey, you gotta understand something, right? You can't just go to the bank and say, "Hey, can I get $12,000?"
No.
You don't know who's listening to you.
You don't want to do nothing like that.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. She don't realize that the brother was trying to be indiscreet because he not trying to get robbed.
Right.
He walked
And
out the back.
he's Ryan Coogler. Like if people if you're like, yeah, I'm Ryan Coogler, I want $12,000. Everybody else gonna run. Oh, damn, that's Black Panther. God, Wakanda. Oh, can I get a picture? That's why he got shades on and everything else to hide his identity so he don't draw attention to himself. And and sometimes when you go to a bank teller and you deposit a large amount of cash, here's the dumbass question that they ask you loud over the thing.
Right.
You give them the money to deposit, they'll say this. How much is it? Damn! Damn! You just gonna ask me that out loud? You see these niggas behind me?
And they be like, okay, so your deposit has 20. How do you want it? You want it in hundreds? Okay, I'm gonna count it out for you. 100, 200, 300, 1,000, 2,000.
And then that stop like Ezel. I ain't gonna tell nobody else. It's $6,700 that you just got out your account.
Hey, Cap, one
I ain't
day,
snitching, but I'm snitching.
Hey, one day somebody was counting like that for my dad. He went to withdraw money, and they were counting loud like that. He got followed home. Yeah.
Damn.
And you know the crazy part about it is he wasn't trying to get robbed by his people, or he wasn't trying to die by the hand of his own people because he has a little bit of money. But now he gotta deal with Esau where he could possibly get put in a position to be killed.
And I think we got proof on that. Go to the article and look what happened, man. Go to the article or the video or the other video. Let's play it real quick because they came in. Because the way she talking, they don't know. They say a bank robbery suspect. They got to proceed with caution. We understand with the cops how their job is and what they got to do. But as a black person, you should understand. You don't want to put your own people, especially after they gave you the ID.
Just look what they
and inserted the debit and typed in the damn PIN number to it.
The computer will tell you how much. He'll pull up the whole account, tell you how much money is in the account. Is he able to do this and do that? And all you got to do is just match up the ID towards that.
In no way in this whole situation of her explaining it have I heard or felt like there was a threat.
No, not at all. That's why the what are you calling people that speak on the phone for 911 calls? I forget what they name.
Operator, the dispatch operator.
Dispatch. They call dispatch operator. Yeah, and on the call you guys it goes on to say maybe he just wanted to be discreet. This is the dispatch operator who don't work at the bank is like.
Right.
That's not a bank robber. She tried not to call her stupid, but I said stupid. Like, sis, that's not a bank robber.
That was dumb
Maybe
as
he want to
hell.
be discreet because he want to take out $12,000. And she goes, play the video, man. Play it real quick. Go back and play it. Play it. Play it. Look what Bone. No, not that one. Go back to the other one. Go back to the other one. What Bone Quisha.
Somebody come and look at this.
And Cap, if they actually had wisdom, if she actually had wisdom and he wanted to be discreet, and the manager, all the manager had to do was say, "Let's go to the back room," or you'll deal with a person personally. Because if you're trying to pull out more than if you're trying to pull out $50,000, sometimes it takes some time to get ready. Right. But you get what I'm trying to say, $12,000. Just tell them, okay, you're trying to be discreet. Or I tell my manager,
what it
and
said
you can
on the
meet
note.
me in the back.
Yeah, that's
says
when,
it on the note.
That's when you start dealing with a banker instead of the teller.
Yeah,
you got to deal with a banker for that.
So Coogler got to get some of that hood up out of him. Right? Pull up the video.
I didn't look at his name because I'm just so shook up. I don't know what he's trying to do. So I just told him, give me one moment. I have to get my manager.
Okay, so none of his information was even verified. Okay. He might just want to be discreet, but I have police around.
Wow. Why is the operator telling you that?
Come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
How's the operator that works at the damn police call station telling you, sis, you crazy as hell. You know that. You know that.
He just want to be discreet because he's taking out.
Was she telling her, hey, I understand that you knew this might be your third, fourth day or month at the job, but he's really trying to be discreet. People do that at the bank.
Pull up the other video and look at the stuff how Ryan Coogler explains to the cops, man. Let's play that real quick.
To the account, and I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe getting money out like that. So every time I go to withdraw it, I put the amount, the account I want to take it out of, and I put my own card in, and then they usually take me like always just get the money from me.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. He says that when he don't feel safe going to the bank getting money, so he puts it on there and writes the stuff out, and put his card in, and they give him the money. Nobody's in the damn climate growing up around Negroes. You know damn well sometimes you don't even, black folk, we don't even carry money no more for real now.
Right. And Cap, even that,
you especially don't want to have a damn a bulge in your pocket walking around. You don't do that stuff.
Right. And with that amount, Cap, that he walked up and he requested, that's not, because normally you can go to the little machine on the teller and type in if you want to withdraw. That amount is not even optional on there. That's why he had the note. Because he didn't want to say it out loud with a jig behind him. He said, hey, let me get 1,200.
Yeah.
Let me get 12,000. Let me get 12,000.
You always moving with discretion.
Right.
It's like when you move at night. Yeah. When you got a new TV, you don't put your boxes outside.
You don't move in, right?
We move in at nighttime. Yeah.
And Cap, let's just say,
how she from Atlanta and don't know that, man? All black people know that. You move in at night. You'll never move in during the day.
And Cap, even if
especially if you got a big TV.
Man.
Even if she was scared, or maybe the dude was scamming or something like that, there's only or if the people are scamming or whatever, maybe there's only a certain amount of money that they'll take out of the bank to not raise no red flags.
You give her too much credit.
I'm just.
Yeah, you did.
Nah, you give her too much credit, bro.
You heard that
I'm just saying. I'm trying to see a different angle.
Don't help her. Go to the other
mediator.
Go to the other one. Play that video.
God.
I don't understand.
So
what's
you make well, that's like I said, that's the reason why we're out here, and that's the reason why we detained everybody, because we didn't know exactly what was going on. So you make.
But I gotta be honest with you, man. Y'all never asked me what's going on.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we in those situations. Where's your ID? In this pocket.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
And my t-shirt.
Listen to him.
Getting thrown in the back of the car, bro. Handcuffed. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem. I need everybody's name.
They're writing all your.
I need everybody's name. You know what I'm saying? And I need to find out who made that call in there.
Okay.
You know what
It came from the bank.
Yeah.
Came from the
I
bank.
need to find out who made the
That's
call.
fine. That's fine. You have all right to do so.
Yeah, I got.
But I just want you to understand what my sergeant advised you on the nature of the call. That's all I need you to understand. Have you ever considered speaking to them before you make a transaction like that? Have you ever had something like this happen?
Have I ever been arrested?
No.
Wait, what?
Listen to what he's saying. Have you ever?
No, I am listening.
Okay. Have you ever considered speaking to them about what it is you're trying to do prior to doing?
So can I explain something to you, bro?
Listen.
I went to CVS out here the other day to get a vaccine. I came outside and somebody was smoke in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? While I was getting the vaccine.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to fuck around out here, bro. Like, I'm not saying out loud how much money I'm taking on. That's why I'm writing down.
I'm not talking about
there you go.
somebody like that. I'm saying, hey, can I speak to a manager in an office somewhere?
Have you ever considered doing something
I'm
like
gonna consider it now that y'all fucking drew guns on me.
Yeah.
I was trying to take money out. But up to this point, at every Bank of America I ever gone to in my entire fucking life, just never happened.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all explaining y'all perspective, right? Yeah. Y'all the ones with guns and vests.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What's my perspective? What's my perspective?
I know
At the bank, she never said it was a fucking problem.
Listen.
Bro. I said, hey, is that gonna be okay with you? She said, yeah. I put my own card in, put my own pin in. She asked to see my ID. I gave it to her. And she goes in the back, and I'm waiting for the and then the people keep coming out. Hey, they taking care of you. They taking care of you. Everything's
Pause it.
No, it's taking a little while.
Damn.
That's how you know they hate black men right there.
Wow.
Is this gonna be okay? Yeah, that's okay. Can you put your ID? Can you see your ID? Gives it an ID. Put your debit in. Put the debit in. Type in the PIN. Go to the back and say, yeah, we're gonna help you in a minute. Like they back there counting it, but they calling the police.
Come on,
man. They hate black men.
Damn.
And the worst part is a black woman that did it. And she got common sense enough to follow the procedure of what is going on through her normal transactions with people about how they take out money. They show the ID. Enter your debit. Put your debit card in. Enter the debit. Her mind's on autopilot of that. But in the recesses of her mind, she's like, don't trust this nigga. Wicked ass. Don't trust black man. He's a thief. He's trying to rob you. Go and tell your people. That's been programmed into her.
And it all goes back to what she was taught. Because the black man in America is represented that way.
Yep,
He's
exactly
represented
right.
as a criminal. He's represented as a thief.
And just to simplify what you just said, in her mind, the black man ain't ish.
Yep.
That's exactly
Give me
what
that
she's saying.
in Isaiah 13 and 12. Isaiah 13 and 12. Give me that because everybody hates the black man, even they black women hate him. And you was made for us. But it's going to come a time in the day this right here is going to happen. Read that.
That's right.
Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
When God makes us more precious than fine gold, when you see that fine gold shining in your face, you ain't going to ask us for no damn debit or no ID.
That's right.
Right.
You ain't going to do that.
That's right.
That's the reason why the police was called on him after going through all the necessary steps that you're supposed to, is because the black man is not looked at as fine gold. He's looked at as a criminal. Dang. He's looked at as a thief, as a thug. No matter how right he is, he's still nigga.
Yeah, and that hurts even more when it comes from your own people, because that hurts you towards the bottom of your soul. The woman that's supposed to be made for you looks at you as a God, see you as somebody ish.
Look at you as an earthen vessel is what the Bible says.
Right.
We're going to end it on this one. Give me that in 1 John chapter 3, and look what God says about this. 1 John chapter 3, and let's read verse 1 and 2.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God.
That's who we are. We're in a lower state now, but we are the sons of God. Read.
Therefore the world knoweth us not.
They don't what?
Knoweth us not.
They don't know when they see the sons of God in their face.
That's right.
They see criminals and thugs that they got to call the police on when they want to take money out of their own account.
Bring it out.
Why don't they know us?
Because it knew him not.
Because they don't know Christ. They don't know he was a black man with woolly hair.
That's
and when
right.
they see us, they see Christ. They see God on earth. So if they don't know God or Christ, they definitely ain't going to know who we are.
Right.
That's why they treat white men with the utmost respect, because they've been brainwashed that that's Jesus when you see him.
Right. That's a cold.
That's why I said right there, they don't know us because they don't know
precept.
God.
Woo.
They don't know Christ. They don't know what he look like.
Bring it out.
Read on.
Beloved, now are we the sons of God, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him.
We gonna be fine gold just like him. We gonna have all power. Read.
For we shall see him as he is.
Because he's coming back in full power. Because in Isaiah, he said, I will not meet thee as a man.
That's
so when
right.
Christ come back, guess what? We ain't gonna be regular man no more.
That's right.
We gonna be God's walking on earth. Hell, we ain't gonna We ain't even gonna walk no more. We go levitate.
Damn.
Wherever we gotta go, our damn feet ain't touching the ground no more.
I want to teleport.
I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about teleporting.
I want to teleport.
Just pop up in front of you.
You think about me, poof, I'm there. I'll be like, nah, I don't want to be there no more.
Go up in the sky like Jesus did in Acts 1. They're
Right.
like, hey, you talk to me in my mind, be like, hey, come over. We're going to have some drinks and celebrate. Bringing the Sabbath together. Okay. And then I'm out. All right. Hey, man.
That's right.
Shout out to the tech team, man. Y'all did all right today, man. All right. You did all right for yourself. All praise to the Most High tech team. Hey, make sure, as Cap Severus always say, put your money where your mouth is. Make sure you are donating to the Booster Club at IUIC.fundraising at IsraelUnite.org. All right, that helps the prophets get from one place to another and do things in the body to help other people out. All right, so make sure you put your money where your mouth is, because that is a sign of how much you believe. That's right. So Lord's will, Life Lasts. We'll be back next Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right after us, right now, stay tuned for Precept Upon Precept with Captain Shim out of New Orleans. And with that, we say Shalom.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today.